Hello children, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your favorite biology master, Alan Godfrey. Welcome children. In this class, we are going to study about reciprocal cross. Reciprocal cross. Why we should study reciprocal cross first? To identify whether the sex of the parent has any influence on inheritance of traits. Mendel chose 7 contrasting characters. Among one is tall and dwarf. Whether tall plant is female, dwarf plant is male. F1 generation, any changes are there. Or tall plant are male, dwarf plant are female. In this condition, any changes are there in the F1 generation. That F1 generation, all are tall plant only. Where there's any changes are there, whether tall plant is male or female, or dwarf plant is male or female. Do you understand? So, whether the sex is influenced or not in the determinant of the F1 generation or the next generation. That is, for identify that, we are going to do the reciprocal cross. We used to do the reciprocal cross for that purpose alone. Mendel chose 7 contrasting characters. No, among them, okay, round seeded plant and wingle seeded plant we select in this module. Here, the reciprocal cross. It is also called reversing the sex of the individual. Reversing the sex of the individual. Such type of cross are called reciprocal cross. Reversing the sex of the individual. Here, the round acts as a male. Here, the round acts as a male. In this case, round acts as a female. Here, wingled acts as a female. In this case, wingled acts as a male. Do you understand? So, here, this is first cross. This is second cross. That is mean the same plant. The same plant, we are doing both the type of crosses. Okay, so that type of cross is called reversing the sex of the individual, or it is also called reciprocal cross. Clear? Here, this usually occurs in the flower which having male as well as female sex organs. If it is both of them is there, we can easily do the reciprocal cross. Here, in the first cross, what we used to do, no? The round seeded plant act as a male plant. So male plant has anthers, pollen and all is present. Okay. So here from the male plant, okay, or round plant, we can take the pollen grain. We can take the pollen grain and put it into the stigma of female plant. Here the female plant, which is female plant, wingle plant act as a female plant. So when these two are crossed together, we can get the seed. When we plant the seed, what we will get? Round seeded plant. Round seeds only we used to get. Okay, the P is round in color, round in shape. So this is called first cross. What we'll do in the first cross? We can take the round seeded plant as a male and wingled plant as a female. Okay, so what we have to do, from the female flower, we can remove the anthers. Okay, here you can see no anthers are there. Can remove the anthers. So when we remove the anthers, self-pollination is avoided. When remove the pollens or anthers, self-pollination is avoided. So from the wingled plant pollen never fall on the stigma of the wingled plant. Clear? So here the pollen is there. So we can take this pollen from the round seeded plant. That is act as a male plant. Here we can take the pollen and put it in the stigma of the winged plant. Here the winged plant acts as a female. End of the cross, we can get a round seeded plant. The reciprocal. The second cross is called reciprocal cross. Now this round seeded plant acts as a female. Wingle seeded plant. Okay, this is wingle seed, this is round seed. Wingle seeded plant acts as a male. So it has the anthers. Here we can remove the anthers. So from the round seeded plant, we can remove the anthers. Cut and remove. Now we can take the pollen from the winged plant. We can take the pollen from the winged plant and put it into the stigma of the round plant. Now round plant acts as a female. So winged plant acts as a male. So from the winged plant, we can take the pollen and put it into the stigma of the round plant. So end of the cross, we can get round seeded plant only. Yeah. So in this reciprocal cross, what we have to used to do, the cross between the same flowers only. Okay, same plant only. The same plant, we can reversing the sex of the individual. Reversing the sex of the individual. Okay. Here one plant acts as a male. The same plant in the next another cross, the same plant acts as a female flower. Clear? So that is called reciprocal cross. That is called reciprocal cross. Okay, when the reciprocal cross occurs in this case, okay, in that Mendel, all the Mendelian crosses are, he did the reciprocal crosses. All the crosses are giving the same result. Okay, in both the cases, all the progeny have round seeded. Clear? So in this cross, when we see all the progeny have round seeded. Suppose tall plant and dwarf plant, all the progeny used to in that F1 generation, all the progeny will give tall plants. Clear? So this is done by the Mendel. This cross is sex independent. Okay, sex is not dependent. Okay, so in this reciprocal cross, sex is independent. So for identify whether the sex is involved in the trait inheritance of trait, for that identify only we are doing the reciprocal cross. Thank you, children. All the best. God bless you all, children.
Thanks for watching this video, children. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for latest videos and updates. Click on the bell icon to get notified on new videos.